Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about something real. Why do we never seem to have money? Let's figure this out together. You work hard, you get paid, and somehow 2 weeks later, you're broke again. It's not because you're bad with money. It's not because you don't earn enough. It's because nobody ever taught you the system that actually works. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why most people stay broke, and the simple framework that changes everything. Stick around, because the last reason might surprise you. Welcome to centsmart, where we break down money in a way that actually makes sense for real people. If you're new here, this channel is all about helping beginners take control of their finances without the complicated jargon. Let's get into it. Here's what the typical broke cycle looks like. You get your paycheck. You feel good for about 3 days. Then the bills hit. Then you grab some groceries. Maybe you treat yourself a little. You deserve it, right? And before you even realize it, the money is gone. This happens to millions of people every single month. And the crazy part? It happens to people making $30,000 a year and people making $100,000 a year. Because being broke isn't just about how much you make. It's about the gap between what comes in and what goes out. And more importantly, whether that gap is intentional or accidental. Most people spend accidentally. They never decide where their money goes. It just disappears. And at the end of the month, they have no idea what happened. That's reason number one why you're always broke. You don't have a plan for your money. And here's the thing about not having a plan. It doesn't just affect your bank account. It affects your stress levels, your relationships, your sleep. Money is the #1 source of stress for Americans. Not because they don't care about it, but because they feel out of control. And that feeling of being out of control is completely fixable. It just starts with awareness. So before we go any further, I want you to do one thing. Pull up your bank statement from last month. Just look at it. Don't judge yourself. Just look. Because you can't fix what you can't see. Most people avoid looking at their finances because it feels bad. But ignoring it doesn't make it better. It makes it worse. Awareness is the first step to change. Here's something most people do without realizing it. They pay for everything else first. Rent, subscriptions, food, going out. And then they try to save whatever is left at the end of the month. Spoiler alert. There's never anything left. This is called saving last, and it almost never works. The fix is simple but powerful. Pay yourself first. Before you spend a single dollar on anything else, move a set amount into savings the moment your paycheck hits. Even if it's just $20 or $50 to start. It doesn't matter how small. What matters is that it happens automatically, before your brain has a chance to spend it. This one shift, saving first instead of last, is what separates people who build wealth from people who stay stuck. Warren Buffett said it best. Do not save what is left after spending. Instead, spend what is left after saving. If you do nothing else from this video, do this. Set up an automatic transfer for the day after your paycheck hits. Even $10. The amount doesn't matter right now. The habit does. You are training your brain to treat savings like a bill. A non-negotiable. Something that gets paid no matter what. Okay, so you need a plan. But what kind of plan? This is where the 50-30-20 rule comes in. It's the simplest budgeting framework out there, and it works for almost everyone. Here's how it works. 50% of your income goes to needs. These are the things you can't live without. Rent, utilities, groceries, transportation, minimum debt payments. If this number is higher than 50%, that's your first warning sign. 30% goes to wants. This is the fun stuff. Eating out, streaming services, shopping, hobbies. You're allowed to enjoy life, but there's a limit. 20% goes to savings and debt payoff. This is your future self's money. Emergency fund, retirement, paying off credit cards faster than the minimum. Let's put real numbers on this. Say you bring home $3,000 a month after taxes. That means $1,500 goes to needs, $900 goes to wants, and $600 goes to savings and debt. Simple. Clean. No complicated spreadsheet required. Now let's look at a different example. Say you bring home $2,000 a month. $1,000 goes to needs, $600 to wants, and $400 to savings. The percentages stay the same, only the numbers change. And what if your needs are eating up 60 or even 70% of your income? That's actually more common than you think, especially if you live in a high cost of living area. In that case, don't panic. Adjust your wants category, not your savings. Your savings rate is the one number you protect at all costs. Even if it's just $50 a month right now, protect it. The 50-30-20 rule isn't about being perfect. It's about having a direction. A simple target that tells you whether you're on track or off track each month. Here's where things get interesting, and where most budgets fall apart. Invisible expenses. These are costs you forget to plan for because they don't happen every month. Things like car registration, annual subscriptions, medical copays, holiday gifts, back-to-school shopping, home repairs, or that one emergency that's actually completely predictable. Let me give you a real example. Sarah makes a solid income and sticks to her budget pretty well most months. But every December she racks up credit card debt from holiday shopping. Every spring her car registration catches her off guard. Every summer there's a family vacation she didn't fully save for. These aren't surprises. They happen every single year. But because she doesn't plan for them monthly, they blow up her budget every time. Sound familiar? The fix is something called a sinking fund. You take a big irregular expense, divide it by 12, and save that amount every month. If you spend $600 on holiday gifts every December, that's $50 a month you should be setting aside starting in January. By the time December hits, the money is already there. No stress, no credit card debt, no starting the new year in a hole. Here's another example. Let's say your car registration is $180 a year. That's $15 a month. You probably spend more than that on coffee. Set up a separate savings bucket. Many banks now let you create multiple savings accounts or sub-accounts. Label it car expenses and put $15 in it every month. When registration time comes, it's already handled. This sounds almost too simple. But this one habit eliminates a huge amount of financial stress for most people, because it turns surprises into plans. Now I want to talk about one tool that makes all of this dramatically easier. If you've ever tried budgeting with a spreadsheet and gave up after 2 weeks, you're not alone. Spreadsheets require manual entry, constant updating, and honestly, they're just not that motivating to look at. This is where budgeting apps come in. And two of the best ones for beginners are YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget, and Monarch Money. YNAB is built around one core idea: give every dollar a job. Before you spend anything, you assign each dollar in your account to a specific category. Rent, groceries, fun money, emergency fund, everything gets a purpose. This stops the accidental spending we talked about earlier, because there's no unassigned money floating around waiting to disappear. Monarch Money is more of a complete financial dashboard. It connects all your accounts in one place, shows you your net worth, tracks your spending automatically, and lets you set budgets by category. It's great if you want a bird's-eye view of your entire financial life. Both apps have free trials, so you can test them before committing. I'll leave links to both in the description below. Personally, if you're just starting out, I'd recommend trying YNAB first. The method it teaches is genuinely life-changing for people who feel like they can never get ahead. We've talked about systems and numbers, but here's the real reason most people never fix their finances, and this is the one that might surprise you. It's not math. It's mindset. Most people feel guilty about money, or they feel like budgeting means depriving themselves, or they try to be perfect for 2 weeks, mess up once, and quit entirely. Sound familiar? Here's the truth. Budgeting is not about perfection. It's about direction. You don't need to get it right 100% of the time. You need to get it right more often than you get it wrong. Every month you stick to a plan, but even imperfectly. You are building a skill. And that skill compounds over time, just like money does. Think about it this way. If you go to the gym 3 times one week and then miss a week, do you quit forever? No, you go back. Budgeting works the same way. A bad month doesn't erase your progress. It's just data. Look at what went wrong, adjust, and keep going. The people who escape the broke cycle aren't smarter than you. They just stopped waiting for the perfect moment to start, and they stopped quitting when things got hard. Give yourself permission to be imperfect. Start messy. Adjust as you go. Stay consistent. That's the whole game. So, let's recap. You're broke because your spending is accidental, not intentional. You're saving last instead of first. You don't have a simple framework to follow. You're blindsided by expenses that were never really surprises. And maybe, just maybe, you've been waiting to feel ready before you start. The good news? Every single one of these is fixable. Starting today. Here's your action step. Take the 50-30-20 rule and apply it to last month's income. Just look at the numbers. See where you actually are versus where you want to be. That awareness alone is worth more than any app or spreadsheet. If you want a free budget template to make this easier, I've linked one in the description. And if this video helped you, hit subscribe, because every week we publish simple, honest money content for people who are just getting started. I'll see you in the next one.